Okay, so we've looked at pervious pavement and building renovation. Now we're going to shift scales, I think. The problem here is how to integrate sustainability into a special program, but with national implications. I don't mean to state the problem for you, Courtney, but here I go anyway. So this presentation is New Award Metrics for Sustainability. Our presenter is Courtney Small. And I took her notes.
My goodness. On that note, that was cheesy. Good evening, Dr. Cohen, esteemed faculty, and my colleagues. My name, as George said, is Courtney Small, and I will be presenting tonight on behalf of my wonderful team and our faculty advisor, Grant Goodrich. I will brief you on the final outcome of our project, creating sustainability metrics for the King Abdullah II Awards for Excellence. Tonight, I will explain the metric system and corresponding education materials the team designed and why that meets our clients' needs. The King Abdullah II Center for Excellence, or CASE, gives awards in the name of King Abdullah II, rewarding excellent organizations in the private and public sectors. You can see the king here. These awards place a national priority on innovation and forward-thinking management, with the goal of making Jordan competitive, prosperous, and sustainable. Though CASE currently cites sustainability as a goal, their current award structure lacks the definition of sustainability, the knowledge of sustainability indicators, and the metrics to assess the applicant's efforts. Our project both defines sustainability and gives CASE the tools to educate and then grade applicants. The sustainability pillar, or the pillar, will be used to make sustainability a national priority equal to the other current pillars of excellence. The driver to enhancing sustainability in Jordan is the Award of Excellence. The award currently recognizes two key sectors that should integrate sustainability, the private and public sector. These sectors are assessed across excellence pillars listed here. These pillars recognize efforts to make progress for strategic planning and the results of those plans. Our work focus is the final pillar, the sustainable future. From this concept, we've derived several components which we think that all organizations should integrate as they reach their goals towards sustainability. And you'll hear these multiple times, so I'll list them now. Energy and emissions, water, waste, society, and products and services. To make the pillar most effective for the client, we incorporated key features from the GRI, EFQM, and LEED. These ensure our deliverables complement global sustainability reporting examples, the current structure of the award, and a weighted points system. In order for sustainability to, oh my God. Sorry. In order for sustainability to be integrated into the award, CASE must be ready institutionally. The key institutional players are the center, the mentors, and the assessors. CASE will use our year one metrics to set sustainability expectations to guide applicants towards action. The mentors, who help applicants through the process, will use the education materials to inform them about the pillar and give them measures to action. The assessors, who monitor and audit the applicant's actions, will use the evaluation materials and our scorecard to assess the applicant's sustainability efforts. We base the following metric system on an extensive literature review and fieldwork. We found that Jordan is a heavy importer of energy, that their water resources are extremely stressed, that they are currently seeking better ways to manage their waste, and that they are looking for ways to assist those living below the poverty line and plan for a growing population. Our fieldwork comprises of 4 types of organizations. We met with or spoke with representatives from these organizations during both the semester and during our trip to Jordan. These include the center, nonprofit international organizations, private institutions, and public institutions. We extracted these major themes, as you can see here. A sustainability network exists and can be used for collaborative potential and to synergize efforts. Additionally, the award can place focus on compliance and transparency, which currently lacks in Jordan. Any sustainability strategy should focus efforts through human capital, as that is a priority across the board through all of the institutions we interviewed. From these insights, we developed our metrics and corresponding materials. These 4 key design elements will allow CASE to maintain the current structure of the award and easily transition to the new pillar, while adding elements which encourage sustainability strategies on the part of the applicants. Just like the other pillars, our pillar has thematic components which group indicators. Our components are listed here on the left. Similarly, the team maintained the use of the enabler and result points that the award currently uses to separate strategic efforts and then the results of those efforts. This design element is also essential because we are using the structure that the assessors and mentors already know, thus mitigating the learning curve. We added 2 new essential elements to the award, which bring focus to the sustainability efforts within organizations. Within the pillar, the 5 components are graded across 3 tiers to invoke incremental progress towards sustainability. Since it is new, we don't expect that the first year will have living buildings, but rather that in Tier 1, organizations are reporting their efforts, setting a baseline. In Tier 2, they're improving on this baseline. Are you reaching your goals? In Tier 3, we recognize innovation. Are you integrating new technologies or sustainability strategies that we deem advanced? And the pillar is created in this way to allow organizations to incrementally improve. The last essential element we designed was for the STAR system. From 1 to 5, our STAR system corresponds with an organization's sustainability score only. This provides 3 key benefits to CASE. It gives the weight to the pillar as if it were its own award. Second, the stars can be allocated or reneged based on an organization's year-to-year score, which will motivate them to incrementally improve and continually be strategizing. And third, sustainable stars can be used as a business-to-business communication element. For example, an organization can offer only to do business with other organizations who share the same star score. Together, these elements create a robust system. This is a lot of information to digest, so now I'm going to graphically show you how these all work together. Under the pillar, the components and subcomponents organize the sustainability efforts by theme. Each subcomponent, you can see here, is assessed by a tier and awarded enabler result points. You can see that the points across the different tiers are weighted differently to stress the most important issues like water and energy. Each tier has a number of points available that an organization can score and enabler points in Tier 3 without actually completing all of the points in Tier 2. This is structured so that an organization can innovate constantly without having to worry about an actual meeting of a reduction goal. The total points correspond to the STAR system that I explained, and then tying the whole process together. This comprehensive and complex system needs more than just a 10-minute briefing, as you can see. So this is why we created essential education and assessor materials to ease CASE through this transition phase. Just like the metric system, the education strategy is holistic. In the short term, CASE must define sustainability and make the business case for the organizations to integrate these structures. In the medium term, key partnerships with other organizations, such as some of those organizations that we met with in Jordan, should be established so that you can guide organizations towards all the same goals rather than having goals existing in silos. And in the long term, CASE should reassess the educational materials and then re-establish them. If some organizations aren't meeting goals, why are they not learning? What is there some strategies that we can implement to adjust that? We faced some challenges, obviously, as all the groups did, in coordinating this project. And the first is defining sustainability in the context of the award. Sustainability doesn't exist in the way that it exists here in terms of the vernacular. So we based our definition on both the components that we've decided to put into the award of the metric system, as well as widely recognized definitions. Additionally, we had a challenge in obtaining baseline and standards data, which I think actually ends up being a benefit because it allows for a more flexible system, and that could be catered to each organization. Client recommendations can be broken up into institutional, educational, and metrics. Institutionally, we think that CASE should designate a sustainability point person, as they'll need to be prepared for both answering questions and then guiding applicants through the process. Also, that the organizations who are applying should create sustainability liaisons. From educational, we think that they should integrate this as soon as possible, develop and disseminate the educational materials, and then set a time frame that matches the system. From a metric standpoint, CASE should enhance the sustainability pillar in the future and then adjust the points to encourage innovative strategies, and then develop each for the subcategory award. At this time, I'd like to welcome any questions.
In your conversations with the client organizations, did you find that there was real buy-in from them about having this sort of award added to the overall awards program?
Yes, definitely. So we considered multiple different strategies. One would be to have a cross-cutting theme where sustainability would be across all the excellence pillars, and then we decided this brings more focus and provides weight. The second is that the STAR system was really a collaborative process with them, and they had buy-in from the start, and they think that they actually use the phrase, this would be a way to shame them if they got a star taken away. So that's great. But yeah, they had buy-in, and I think they're really excited to integrate this in the 2014 cycle. Jairo.
It was very clever to include in the tiers documentation, right? And then the highest tier is innovation, correct? So how do you stimulate companies that don't have the resources to innovate at the beginning to start to report and not give all the awards to the people that are innovating on it?
I feel like the word is structured so that tier 3 is a smaller component of the award as you begin, and then part of our recommendations to CASE is that every year they assess that, and then they can change the points the way that they want to. So part of our recommendations in the paper is that they will do statistical analysis on the results from year 1, and then reassess those points based on that. And then, the award is geared towards larger organizations, so they will, they don't already stipulate how they use their budget, so why would they start stipulating how they use their budget or how they allocate funds based on that? But if they were to, it would be part of the mentor's position, as the mentor is the one who will guide them through the process. So if they had any questions on how to do that, just as if they had any financial questions or leadership questions or any of those other categories, they would ask the mentor.
Time for one more question.
Do you have a sense how many organizations are likely to apply for this?
Well, a really important component of this is that this would be now integrated into the award. So anyone who applies for the award would be subject to this, and that's something that the client, to add to the other question, is that's something how the client already had buy-in for. Like, for example, 74 organizations applied in the previous year, so that would be the scope of that. But their goal is that everyone would be mandated to apply. So then from that respect, everyone that operated in Jordan would really have to apply. And that's pretty big, to put it lightly. Yeah.
You said 74 applied last year.
Mm-hmm.